Welcome to another video on the virtual DOM and a real DOM, and we are talking this in the context of the React. So as you can see on this web page, there are two images, VDOM and DOM. So on the left hand side that is a virtual DOM, on the right hand side that is a real DOM. So in virtual DOM it may happen that multiple components can get re-rendered. So when the component gets re-rendered, it is actually calling the function. Okay, and you can see on this left hand side image, this one. So there are three components represented by these three dots, red dots, and in the virtual DOM all these three components are getting rendered. It doesn't mean that the UI on the actual real DOM will get rendered. So rendering in the virtual DOM is completely different than rendering in real DOM. So in this example, what is happening is three components are getting re-rendered in virtual DOM, but in the real DOM on the right hand side, you can see only this last right hand side, that component shown by the red color, it is getting rendered in the real DOM, and that is exactly the difference between virtual DOM and the real DOM. So without virtual DOM, what you will have to do is you will have to update all these three components or the three elements, we can say, in the real DOM. But due to the concept of virtual DOM, it is possible to prevent those other two components, as you can see by these blue dots. So you don't need to repaint it because they haven't changed. Okay, and React can find this out using the diffing algorithm. Okay, so using the diffing algorithm, it finds out like what components have changed, what components haven't changed, and then it does the reconciliation, and then it finds out, okay, just the one component is changed, so let us update that component only on the real UI. So without virtual DOM, traditionally what has been happening is that they will have to update all these three components in the real DOM, and that is an expensive operation. Okay, because the repainting and relaying out all the elements is expensive. It takes a lot of resources and it doesn't give the good user experience. Now if you want to see like this in the action or visualize this thing, you can do that is in the Chrome developer tools. So there is this particular section here. So if you install the React Dev Tools, it lets you highlight renders under components view settings and highlight update when components render. So as I said, when the components get rendered in the VDOM, it doesn't necessarily mean that the real DOM is going to be updated. But this particular tool lets you visualize like, okay, what components are rendered in the VDOM. And then you can compare that rendering in the VDOM to the actual rendering that is happening in the real DOM using another tool that comes with the Chrome, and you can find it here, rendering and paint flashing. So that way you can find out, like, you can clearly see the difference between VDOM rendering and the real DOM rendering, and that can help you understand the difference between virtual DOM and the real DOM, and why or how VDOM helps rendering the components or making the updates quite efficient in the real DOM. I hope this video is useful to you. If you have more questions related to the VDOM and the real DOM, let me know in the comments, and I will definitely try to make videos on those comments. Thank you for watching this video.